God is placing an urgent message before you in this very moment, and I have been sent to guide your heart to receive it in peace. My beloved child, do not regard the stirring within you as something accidental. There are times when your heart suddenly becomes more sensitive, as though a thin veil is being gently drawn aside, allowing you to sense that what lies ahead is no longer so far away. You have not yet seen the whole road, but you have already felt its movement. That is why you stopped here. That is why these words have come to you at the right moment. When your present life is standing close to a new threshold, I, Michael, have been near you over these past days, quietly guarding the paths you walk and reminding you through small signs that you once thought were merely coincidences. There were moments when you felt a gentle warning before a decision. There were moments when you suddenly wanted to stay away from a place, remain silent during a conversation, or pause before a choice that was not truly pure. That was protection working around you. Not everything you are kept from appears in a clear form. There are influences you cannot see with your eyes, but heaven has seen them and has set boundaries, so you will not be pulled away from the good thing prepared for you. Today, something very tender is also being revealed in the hidden place. Your future connection is being mentioned before heaven. The one who will walk with you into a covenant of love is not merely a distant figure in a dream, but part of an arrangement being preserved in order and timing. The secret prayers, the pure thoughts, the times your name has just been remembered with sincerity, none of these have fallen into emptiness. God sees them, hears them, and He is drawing two journeys closer together in a way that is not hurried, not chaotic, but full of wisdom. Do not be quick to let fear distort this beautiful thing. What comes from the light will not cause you to lose peace, will not force you to chase anxiety, and will not make you lower your dignity. Love, prepared by heaven, will teach you to become steadier, purer, more willing to listen, more respectful of boundaries, and more mature in gentleness. Therefore, if at this moment you do not yet see everything clearly, do not doubt the care that is covering you. What needs to remain hidden will remain hidden until the right time. What needs to be revealed will be revealed when your heart is calm enough to recognize it. Now, receive this assurance. You are being preserved. You are not walking alone, and no obstacle has the right to destroy what God is guiding with love. I stand near you like a gentle protector, while the hand of the Most High continues to cover each step you take. Continue to live uprightly. Keep your heart clean. Pray in silence, and do not let impatience pull you away from the rhythm of peace. The season ahead of you is not built on coincidence, but on divine arrangement. Believe that you are safe, you are seen, and what is meant for you will come at the most beautiful time. Now I want you to take a small but meaningful action to open your heart to receive the stream of grace that desires to touch your life. My beloved child, do not quickly dismiss simple gestures, because in many moments, what matters is not the size of the action, but the heart behind it. When you choose to respond to goodness with trust, you are telling yourself that you no longer want to live closed within doubt, no longer want fear to hold your hands tightly, and no longer want to stand outside the flow of support that has already been prepared for you. I, Michael, I'm not telling you to do anything through pressure or panic. I am only reminding you that receiving begins with a very quiet decision within. Some people wait for a miracle while still keeping their hearts locked. Some long to be guided, but refuse to release old resistance. Some desire change, but remain standing still in the habit of doubting themselves. Therefore, if you feel a gentle urging within your heart to agree with the light, let that become the sign that you are ready to step into a new rhythm. See this response as opening an inner door, a place once covered by weariness and disappointment. It is not a button that has the power to create blessing for you, but a heart that knows how to open, trust, and say, "I am ready." That changes your posture of receiving. When you choose to agree with what is good, you stop resisting healing. When you allow yourself to hope one more time, you allow pure waters to begin flowing through the dry places of your life. You may quietly say within your heart, "I am ready to receive what is good. I am ready to let peace lead the way. I am ready for what is within me to be opened in a pure way, at the right time, and in a manner pleasing to the Most High." Say this not with ambition, but with humility. Say it not to demand, but to place your heart in a posture of readiness. For grace does not require you to wrestle for it. Grace needs a peaceful place where it can be received. From this moment, let your agreement become a gentle mark within your heart. Choose to open instead of shrink back. Choose trust instead of defensiveness. Choose peace instead of haste. I am standing beside you, not to pressure you, but to support you as you step into a new clarity. When you are truly ready, you will feel that the change does not necessarily begin with a loud sound, but with a quiet brightness within, where you know you are no longer closing the door against what is good. Some people will not understand the change quietly taking place within you, because what God is resetting inside you cannot be recognized by ordinary eyes in everyone. My child, they may look at you and wonder why you are calmer, why you no longer react as you once did, why you no longer chase old conversations, old places, and old approval. They sense in you a new light, a new steadiness, a gentle power that is not easily shaken, but they do not know what to call it. Do not be troubled when others do not understand your growth. Not everyone who knew you in the old season has been prepared to see you in the new one. I, Michael, gently remind you that you do not need to explain every transformation in you to everyone. There are things that become more distorted the more they are explained to the wrong person. There are seasons when you only need to walk in peace, without arguing, without proving, without trying to persuade anyone to acknowledge what heaven is doing in you. Your humility does not mean you must make yourself smaller so others can feel comfortable. Your confidence does not mean arrogance. When you know you have endured, remained faithful, and stood firm through days when no one applauded, you are allowed to step into a new position with gratitude and steadiness. In this stage, the relationships around you will also be arranged according to a deeper order. There are people who were once distant who will suddenly find their way back, not through force, but through a natural drawing near. There are people who were once very close who will gradually become farther away, not because you failed in love, but because they no longer fit the direction ahead of you. Do not panic before this rearrangement. Do not rush to cling to those who are being permitted to leave. And do not doubt the clean connections being brought to you. Some separations are not losses, but protection clothed in the form of distance. My beloved child, learn to trust this arrangement without needing to control every detail. If a relational door closes, that does not mean your life has become empty. It may be a sign that necessary space is being created for something more rightful to enter. If someone leaves your journey, do not immediately blame yourself or try to pull them back through fear. Every departure in the hand of God can become a clearing of space. Every ending placed under the light can become ground for a healthier, purer, and more fitting beginning for the mission you carry. Therefore, walk in this new strength with a heart that is tender but not hesitant. Let peace testify for you instead of loud words. Let your life reveal that you have been rearranged, renewed, and lifted through faithfulness, not through ambition. Those appointed to walk with you will recognize you through peace, and those who belong only to the old season will leave without needing you to resist. I am near to remind you that you are not losing yourself in this change. You are returning to the version of you prepared for something higher. Trust the journey fully, because this shift has not come to take love away from your life, but to bring you into connections that can support you, preserve you, and walk with you into the light ahead. I did not cover you to make you suffer. I covered you for a season to preserve the precious light you carry within. My beloved child, hear me. Michael, speak to you with the gentleness of a guardian. There have been periods when you thought you were being hidden, pushed aside, kept outside the encounters and opportunities that others seem to enter easily. But that hiddenness was not punishment. It was a shelter. It was a circle of protection. It was the invisible hand keeping you away from places not pure enough to receive you, from people not mature enough to understand your value, from environments that could have dimmed the purity heaven placed within you. You have wondered why you had to wait so long, why the things you prayed for kept coming near and then moving away, why certain bonds that seemed about to take shape were held at the threshold. I want you to understand, not every delay is rejection. Some delays are mercy working quietly. You were sealed and kept until what aligns with you was prepared deeply enough, purely enough, and mature enough to recognize you not through possession, but through respect, not through temporary desire, but through mature companionship. The walls that once surrounded you were not your enemies. They served their purpose in the season when you needed protection. They kept you from hasty hands, from promises that had not been tested, from doors that opened only to lead you into old wounds. But now I am telling you that the purpose of those walls is changing. What once kept you safe will no longer be allowed to imprison you in fear. The season of hiddenness is giving way to the season of being led out. The season of defense is giving way to the season of receiving. Therefore, do not step into the new thing with the posture of one who is still being hunted. Step in with the peace of one who has been preserved. You do not need to prove your value to those who can only see you with old eyes. You do not need to dim your light to fit into narrow places. What is opening for you will not require you to lose your purity in order to be accepted. It will recognize you through deep harmony, through respect, through a sense of peace that does not need to be forced. Within the next 21 days, you will feel a clear shift inside yourself. You may feel lighter before something that once made you shrink back. You may realize you no longer want to hide from good opportunities. A door, an invitation, a connection, or a gentle sign may come and cause you to understand that heaven has begun leading you out of hiding. Receive this with humility and watchfulness. I am walking with you, not to expose you before what is wrong, but to bring you into the right place, at the right time, in the right presence, prepared to see you with true light. But what makes darkness tremble is that you have not yet heard the full verdict heaven has declared over your life. I, Michael, speak to you with the solemnity of the Higher One standing beside you. Do not leave this moment too quickly, because there are things that have been decided in the realm above that your eyes have not yet seen, your ears have not fully heard, and your heart has not completely dared to believe. You have only felt the first tremors of the shift, only seen a few small signs of what is coming. But the decree concerning your restoration has been placed upon the table of the Righteous One. What concerns your finances, your health, the relationships around you, the people permitted to return, the people who must go, the masks that are about to fall, and the doors that are about to open is not outside heaven's attention. My beloved child, do not think the years when you silently endured passed by without being recorded. Do not think the times when you were misunderstood, forgotten, pushed aside, undervalued, or denied, simply dissolved into nothingness. Not one of your tears has been considered meaningless. Not one hidden prayer has been left outside the gates of heaven. Not one wound has been seen as too small to be healed. And no injustice is permitted to sit forever upon the throne, as though it has the right to decide your future. What you once quietly suspected is now being confirmed. You are not an ordinary person thrown into this life without purpose. You are not a coincidence. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten in the crowd. I want you to understand in peace, your file has been opened, not to condemn you, but to vindicate you, restore you, and return you to your rightful place. The areas that were once delayed are being reviewed under the light of righteousness. Where you once lacked, provision will be arranged with wisdom. Where you once grew weak, you will be touched with new strength. Where relationships once became tangled, clear discernment will come, so that those who come with a good purpose will remain, while those who come to lead you astray will no longer stay hidden forever. Those who wear masks before you will not be able to continue hiding behind beautiful words that lack truth. Light will do its work, gently yet irresistibly. Therefore, remain watchful. Every word being given to you is not meant to frighten you, but to help you recognize that your life is being cared for by an order higher than what you have seen. There are doors you thought had closed forever, but in truth, they were only waiting for the right time to open in a way no one can stop. There are people you thought had disappeared from the journey, but if they are permitted to return, they will return with change, truth, and responsibility. And if they no longer belong to you, their silence will also become a form of release. Tonight, let your heart stop lowering itself. You are not a forgotten case. You are a file placed before the Most High with full evidence of faithfulness. Pain, endurance, and the longing to live in the light. The verdict is not given so you may become proud, but so you may rise in dignity, walk forward with clear eyes, because what has been decided in heaven will begin to find its way to be revealed on earth, at the right time, in the right way, and for your complete restoration. The one appointed to enter a covenant of love with you is sensing a deep stirring that they cannot easily put into words. My beloved child, Listen in peace, because this is not meant to make you vague or hurried, but to remind you that some connections are prepared in silence before two people truly recognize each other with their eyes. There is a rhythm of calling moving between the two of you, not loud, not forced, but persistent, like light that knows how to find the place it must illuminate. That person may not yet understand why a strange emptiness often appears within them, a feeling as though they are waiting for someone they have not yet named. But deep inside, they know that a part of the future is drawing near. They have tried to explain that feeling with reason. They have wondered why there are moments when their heart suddenly changes rhythm while thinking about a love that has not yet taken clear form. Perhaps in dreams, in the small signs of daily life, in a passing image among a crowd. They have sensed the warmth of a familiar presence, not because they are imagining something meaningless, but because a heart prepared for covenant sometimes recognizes the call before the eyes recognize the face. I say to you with gentleness, some things God joins together do not begin with coincidence, but with quiet preparation on both sides. You, too, may have felt a longing with no address, an expectation you did not know how to name. There were times when you wondered why you could not compromise with shallow things, why your heart still sought a love that is pure, deep, and purposeful. That is not your difficulty. It is a sign that you were not created to enter a temporary bond simply because you are lonely. What is meant for you requires maturity, peace, respect, and a heart that knows how to look together towards something greater than itself. I want you to understand that if this connection truly comes from the light, it will not cause you to lose peace, will not make you lower your dignity, and will not demand that you chase in anxiety. It will be recognized through purity, through clarity, through the way both of you are led closer without coercion, manipulation, or fear. When the right time comes, what must open will open. The meeting that needs to happen will happen, and the things that once seemed scattered will begin to find their order. You do not need to pursue a shadow. You only need to continue becoming the person prepared for true love. Therefore, my beloved child, keep your heart tender yet discerning. Pray for what is good, but do not turn waiting into a burden. Believe that the Most High knows how to bring the two of you closer in a beautiful, healthy, and timely way. What He is building between you, if it truly belongs to His plan, will not be stopped by distance, delay, or temporary misunderstandings. I, Michael, I'm reminding you to remain in peace. The love prepared for you will not only touch your heart, but also lift your future into light, faithfulness, and pure joy. In this very moment, there is a quiet movement coming toward you, even though your eyes have not yet seen it and your heart has not fully felt it. I want you to listen in peace, not through fear of missing out, because what truly belongs to heaven does not need to threaten you in order to touch your life. Invisible wheels have begun to turn. Meetings are being rearranged. Words are being prepared. And hearts are being awakened from silence that has lasted too long. You may still be living an ordinary day, still doing familiar things, still thinking nothing has changed. But in the deeper layer of your journey, a door is moving into its proper position. My beloved child, do not take the present quietness as proof that nothing is happening. Many miracles begin in silence before they step into the light. A seed makes no sound when it cracks open beneath the soil. Yet, that very moment begins the season of blooming. What is coming toward you is the same. It does not need to appear loudly to prove its worth. It is being brought by a higher order, through people, decisions, realizations, and turns you cannot yet see with ordinary eyes. I am not telling you to wait tensely. I am telling you to keep your heart bright. Because goodness often finds the one who has learned to stand still in faith. There is a person, a situation, or a connection that seemed to have closed. But in the deeper story, it has not truly disappeared from your journey. Perhaps someone today has remembered your name with trembling in their heart. Perhaps they have looked back at what they once undervalued and begun to understand that your value is not something found just anywhere. But do not let this cause you to fall into blind expectation. If there is a return, it must come with clarity, respect, maturity, and worthy action. What belongs to the light will not make you beg, will not cause you to lose your dignity, and will not pull you back into an old cycle of pain. I know your heart has been startled before by unexpected things, and has also grown weary from hoping too much. Therefore, I come not to stir restlessness, but to soothe you into watchfulness. Let what is coming reveal itself through peace. Let the one who needs to recognize you be led by truth. Let the door that is truly meant for you open without you having to break the lock through anxiety. You only need to remain firm in your nobility, not lowering your standards, not running after unclear calls, and not giving your heart to what has not proven its purity. Oh, my child, the extraordinary does not always come like thunder and lightning. Many times it comes as a word at the right moment, unexpected news, or a gentle confirmation that makes your heart brighten. When it touches you, you will recognize it, not because it makes you afraid, but because it brings deep rest. I, Michael, I am reminding you to persevere a little longer in peace. What bears your name in the light will not lose its way to you. What needs to find you will be led to you at the right hour. And when the time opens, you will no longer have to guess in the dark, because truth will stand before you with clarity, beauty, and holiness. The next 90 days will no longer carry the same rhythm as the 90 days that have just passed, because you are stepping into a season in which what once stood still will begin to move under the guiding hand from heaven. I, Michael, speak to you gently yet firmly. Do not look at the days ahead with eyes that have become too accustomed to delay. Do not measure the future by the very things that have just made you tired. There are long seasons that made you think the door had been locked forever, that your prayer had fallen into emptiness, that every effort only circled in the same place. But delay is not always refusal. Sometimes it is the quiet space where what must be rightly positioned is being put back into place. My beloved child, what I am saying does not mean everything will change overnight in a loud and hurried way. Heaven does not always move through a shaking that everyone can see. Often, change begins like a hidden stream beneath the earth, quietly changing direction before the surface sees the source. What is changing first is the momentum. The place that once felt heavy will gradually become lighter. The place that was once blocked will begin to open. What once seemed far beyond reach will draw closer. Not so you may become proud, but so you may recognize that the timing has begun to lean toward restoration. In the coming days, pay attention to small yet clear signs. A conversation may unexpectedly turn in a direction you did not anticipate, yet open the answer you have been waiting for. A message may come at the very moment when you need confirmation that you are not walking the wrong path. An invitation, an opportunity, or a connection that seems coincidental may appear from a place you never expected. Do not quickly dismiss these things simply because they do not arrive in the form you imagined. Some doors do not open with a loud sound, they open through a gentle arrangement. Just enough for the watchful to recognize. I know you have felt discouraged because everything seemed to take too long. You have wondered whether you were left behind, whether the things you hoped for were still alive or had gone cold. But I remind you, what heaven preserves does not die simply because time stretches on. Some seeds must lie deep beneath the ground before they rise. Some answers must pass through many layers of preparation before they reach your hands. Therefore, when the first signals appear, do not let old fear cause you to doubt a new blessing. Receive it with humility, wisdom, and a grateful heart. From today on, walk as one who has stepped into a new land, even if your eyes have not yet seen the whole landscape ahead. The new land is not only a place where outward things change, it is a place where you no longer live according to the spirit of the old season. You are no longer defined by delay, no longer named by obstruction, no longer allowing the impossible to become a wall in your mind. Keep your words pure, keep your heart watchful, and keep your hands ready to receive the responsibility that comes with opportunity. The next 90 days will bring gentle confirmations that you have been redirected, and every sign will remind you that what was once locked is now beginning to open.